The Negro problem.
Literally, that's Spencer's favorite song, no cap. What about that song really connected with you? Like, okay.
I had a moment, a real like look in the mirror moment when we were talking about that.
The Negro problem.
Yeah. I'm just like, damn, what am I doing, bro? what am I doing? I can't even, I know that this is like maybe the best song on the album, but it just looks crazy if I play this in any circumstance.
You wouldn't play that like top down, driving down like the PCH? Like that's not the vibe.
What you gotta do is you gotta post it on your story first so people know like you like it. You know what I mean? So that way, you get it out the way. So every time you play it, it's like, oh no, he just likes the song.
Imagine you click on Spencer's story bubble.
Yeah.
Like you just see it up one day. And you click on it and you see the Negro problem. No, and like we know the context, but imagine the people who aren't close to Spencer like that.
But see, what he got to do though is he got to put the fist up too, like the white fist
to show
up.
like I'm standing with you.
Exactly.
Like I understand your problems because Chance here has told me about them.
Exactly.
And I will do what I can.
It's like the black square
to alleviate those.
You know,
it
is the black square. It's one of those.
Would it be better if I would like? I feel like I can communicate a lot more emotion and my sincerity through my face. Should I be like mouthing the words, like selfie video?
I was gonna say selfie Negro problem in the background, like on like the music on the post,
with like a thirst trap.
Yes.
And then should I post the thirst trap?
The words pop up on the screen too. That's the best. That's the best part.
No. Did you post a black screen?
Did I post a black square? I can't say that I didn't. To be honest, I don't remember.
So you did?
I can't say I didn't.
I think I did. I know I did.
I didn't.
Ooh.
So you weren't an ally.
No, I definitely posted that shit.
Yeah, bro.
It was dumb, but it was just like one of those things. Like, why not?
Somebody's gonna say something if I don't do it.
I was really enjoying the time period because there was so much I could just like say, and nobody had anything to say back. You know what I mean? Like,
the stories, and is this crazy to say, but like the stories you could get off during BLM were kind of crazy. Like you could just critique society and like no one was gonna shoot back at you. Like who was gonna say, nah, you're wrong. And well, there was a couple people like that got in my comments that were like, I was like, oh, you're really Republican. Like
people were mad during that time.
There was a couple people that were like trying to like have a conversation. They said, I'm like, why are we talking about this? Let me speak my piece, bro.
Bro, the paragraphs and the DMs were going crazy during that time period too.
I sent 2 max and I was like, I'm never typing again this long.
Yeah, that was the whole your silence is deafening era.
Yeah,
that was a tricky time, tricky to navigate, tricky line to walk from my Spokane, Washington basement. But I think I walked it with grace.
Hey man, tap into Stereo Vision if you really want your social issues talked about, man. How y'all doing, bro? Welcome back to the Industry Plants Podcast.
What is good? Episode 149.
Back at y'all in a very different environment. A new vibe. Shout out our brother Spencer in his new apartment.
Yep.
Shout out you. I'm Miles. To my left, I got Spencer. To my right, I got Osei. Guys, it's been a minute, it feels like.
Yeah.
I don't think I've potted in like 2 weeks. I feel like so much shit has gone down. Not even just like in music and things like that in society, obviously, but like I feel like in our lives.
Yeah.
Like niggas have been busy. I know Osei been outside.
Inside.
Nah. See, that's cap. That's cap.
Don't listen to him.
Because I feel like every couple of weeks, right? Mm-hmm. There's like a 7 to 10 day span where Osei is literally like out every day. And you know, again, like I've said this before, like I'll be up late.
Yeah.
So I'll be waiting up on the couch like, all right, like where is everybody at? Let me make sure everyone gets home safely.
Disappointing dad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like my mom.
Osei,
but you know.
Osei be really keeping me up late at night. Just do what you be doing outside?
Man, there's money to get.
Getting money?
And I'm getting that.
So you working?
Working.
Grinding.
All the time.
Definitely.
Eating studio filet mignon. Studio filet mignon grilled cheeses.
Studio filet mignon is nuts.
That's crazy because I normally get like, I saw that studio meal and I was like, oh, I must be doing this all the way wrong.
Oh, you doing it wrong, brother?
Yeah, we not moving like that at all, man. Spencer, in your life, we're obviously in your new spot. What else has been going on with you?
Yeah, my life is in shambles right now.
Don't say shambles. Don't say shambles.
No, in the best way.
You're building.
I'm definitely building. I've definitely been recently provided a lot of opportunities and resources that I'm trying to capitalize on. You know what I'm saying? That and just making sure to enjoy the last month of summer.
Definitely.
I'm loving to see how portable this podcast is. Last 3 episodes, 3 different studios. You know, I used to get really attached to the idea of that blue wall.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, yo, we don't need that. We could go to Europe. We could go to Africa. We could go wherever we want in the whole world. M-Pod. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, we are the content. I don't know. I'm on the same page as you where I feel like I got to figure a lot of shit out.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of all over the place. But I have been I've just been peeping the competition a lot recently. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Who?
Everybody, like in the media space, in the podcasting space, obviously in the music space, doing all this different shit, you know, like, and I think we're gonna obviously talk about that later when we see like stars like Tyla and shit like that. Like, I think just everyone is starting to, numbers don't lie with certain shit, you know? And I just really want to lean into more the stuff that we enjoy as we're getting older.
Bro, there's a whole other industry plans right now.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm
so
like,
crazy.
I'm like, we got so many, like, I feel like the energy is right to where we're in a good creative space
Yeah.
and we want to do something, and I'm ready to just kind of really jump out the window and do some shit. I think that's what I've been on recently.
Yeah.
Just really trying to like figure out this whole, you know, I'm gonna keep saying this independence, that whole thing. Like, I don't know. I think there's been a lot of change, but things are headed in the right direction, I think, for all of us.
I think this school of thought is really good for you and really inspiring for you, because I can't lie, the last like 2 weeks, it feels like you've been in a great mood.
I mean,
Not that you're ever unpleasant.
No,
but I
you.
feel like recently you've been in like really exceptional moods, you know?
I'm just trying to, bro, because I'm like, I'm really on some like, bro, like nobody, I don't know. I've always been like, no one's coming to save you type shit. But it is like, bro, like this life is what you make it, I feel like. And if you want to do something, if you want to become something, just go like do some shit, bro. I feel like I was being lazy, no cap, bro.
Yeah.
Like it was a cool summer. I had a good time. I enjoyed shit, you know, but I think like DC was like the last time I was like, okay, bro. We was outside. We did it up. That was a lot. Niggas got sick after, you know. I was like, okay, like now it's time to really get back to the work and figure out how we're going to approach this whole thing. But yeah, I think the vibes are good, man. I'm excited for us to bring some new content to y'all, man. Talk about some shit in the news and media and music space. Let's start with music.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, can we start with negativity for a second? This is at my top of mind. I'm not even going where you think I'm going to go.
Okay,
I'm
go ahead.
going to go to Tyla. I'm gonna go to me and Ose's discussion just because me and Ose have talked about this a lot. And
She's been all over the place.
I think this is something that if you've been following us, you're gonna know our opinions on. But I think now that it's been in the social media space, if you don't know, Tyla recently dropped her little EP, 4 songs. It had It Is, Bliss, and I think it was quality music. I want to start there.
Yeah.
I don't think Tyla's making bad music by any stretch of the imagination. I enjoyed those records. Dynamite with WizKid is amazing to me. Like, I'm going back to the project still. Niggas started talking about the numbers it did. And it wasn't performing the best in the marketplace. And I feel like everyone's kind of looking at this like Tyla was supposed to be the next star. Why isn't she translating? And then that leads to people looking further into like, is she really likable? Is she really that person that we thought we were fucking with? Ose, as a Tyla defender, what do you have to say about the recent drama?
I think it's interesting. I think it shows how important like narrative in your communication with your fans is, or at least communication with the world as a whole. Because I feel like what's really going on is probably more like a dislike for her rather than like the actual like sales and like all the other things that are going on. Like I feel like there's probably a point where you need to check in with like the culture or with people that like do consume your music or like R&B, Afrobeats, like whatever, and you need to like establish who you are. And I feel like maybe she hasn't established that yet.
A little bit. I feel like people are assholes. And I feel like when you give them the room to be assholes and the room to judge you without kind of controlling the narrative, it's always going to turn negative 9 times out of 10. Whenever people are like, why haven't we talked about Tyla in a long time? I think their instant reaction is going to be, oh, that means she's falling off? That type of thing. Like that's what people's mind immediately goes to me.
I think that's what it is, because I think that Tyla is the face of something that's happening on a bigger scale. I think we all know that Afrobeats is just down in the US.
Yeah.
Like if you look at other marquee acts, the Burna Boy album that came out this year, Ira's single, Amare,
But
like
Tyla
the
wasn't
whole
looked at in
genre, the whole genre is down. Tyla is just an easy person to make the face of it because people don't like her. Because of what people perceive as like a poor attitude.
Ooh, see, I was going to make the jokes, right? I was going to have fun with this topic, but now I want to get into the meat and potatoes of what I think the real problem is, because I agree with you, right? On a big scale, on like, if you really want to look at all of this, this is an Afrobeat, not problem, but just a wave in the industry where maybe it's not as hot as it once was a year or two ago, right?
Yeah.
Which I completely understand. That's fair, whatever. And I think Tyla's a part of that. I think that's the producer she's using. That's the type of vibe that she's going for on these new records. So it makes sense if you really look at just where the genre's at as a whole. I don't think the goal from any of the people behind Tyla or her fans or the people that were supporting her and kind of even watching her career from afar was to be just boxed into the Afrobeat genre.
Yeah, it
I think
wasn't.
Tyla was looked at, and I'm going to keep saying this, I think she was supposed to be the next Rihanna.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you look back at the actual music and the things that she's doing, that might be not part of the problem, but might just signal where she's going to go in her career. Because I think Water is Tricky Stewart. Push to Start is Tricky Stewart. Some of her biggest records that have translated on a major level have been that R&B Afrobeat fusion, where I think Tyla has been the one to bring the Afrobeat element with her pronunciation, accent, all of that stuff, just the general vibe and how she approaches the track, where the production behind her was more R&B centric, something that's going to work here, da-da-da. I think that on these new records, she's working with P Prime. She's getting the WizKid feature. She's doing the more traditional Afrobeat, Amapiano, Afrofusion, whatever in that world she wants to do. That's the sound that she's going for. Not to say that's a good or a bad thing. I think that's just what she wants to make right now, if that's what she actually wants to make. And that's going to be a reflection of where her career goes.
Yeah.
But if she wants to switch a narrative, I think she should just make R&B records. And if she gets a hit, no one's going to care.
Yeah, I don't think people care. Like, I think hits flat out narrative.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what it is. I'm also like still a little bit confused because I don't feel like the numbers are necessarily like low for a single. I think like low key, she's a bigger personality and figure than she is like an actual artist with the sales.
I agree.
To be honest.
I see what you're saying, but Tyla needs a hit. Tyla's supposed to be a hit maker.
Bro.
So
I think when you have a single that is as big as Water, like a top 10 hit, like I think people probably just see you as that, right? So everything you do has to like mirror that. But the reality situation is she has songs that are big, but she doesn't have a song that's that big.
She needs another one.
The sales make sense for a developing artist at her level.
But she needs a hit. Like I don't want to call it excuses, but your reasoning makes sense completely for her.
Mm-hmm.
But no one cares about that. You have to deliver, and we've seen people do it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the record. I don't think Tyla has to write all of her songs. Like, I think someone could get a record.
But what is your statement though?
Tyla should have another hit by now.
But this also seems like a flip from you, to be honest, as somebody that I feel like a year ago, your problem with Tyla is, she's not Afrobeats. You know what I mean? I don't think she's representing African music at all. I don't think she's that. And so maybe Tyla heard that criticism loud and clear and wants to lean into where she's actually from and the sound that actually raised her. And she's not too worried about a hit. She already did that. She already's got the money. She wants to be accepted by that community.
Maybe. I don't think she should ever be trying to appease me. Don't follow what I'm trying to do. Tell me to shut the fuck up.
I don't think you were the only one saying it.
Hey, but it don't fucking matter because
her.
everyone who was talking shit, like me included, you know what we was doing? Playing Water in our headphones. When Water came on the spot, we was dancing. I was fucking with Push to Start. Mm-hmm. Miles can shut the fuck up. I get on the mic and just talk shit. It doesn't matter what the fuck I say. But you have to make the record so niggas can't talk. If you give us the music, we're not gonna say anything. We can run whatever narrative. It doesn't matter. You're going. You're building. People are gonna like your radio records because people like me who give a fuck and like look at the music and all the shit, we're gonna always critique and look for a reason why not to like you. My mom is only gonna care if you have a great record. And she's gonna support you regardless. So if you could get the majority of the regular people to just like your music because you have slaps, you're gonna have a big fan base and not have to worry about these type of criticisms.
I just don't think there's a big problem because I think she did drop a great record. That Dynamite song with WizKid.
It's not a hit. It's a great record.
Who cares? It's a great record. It's gonna get mad play in the catalog.
I think that's the difference in why I gave up the Tyla Ira argument. Mm-hmm. I think I look to Ira to make great songs, great bodies of work. And that's where she is. I don't know if she's necessarily a hit maker. Tyla, if she gets a hit, I would love that. I want her to get hits, but I just don't know if that's her natural inclination with the music she makes. Mm-hmm. Tyla was a hit maker to me. So I want great projects from Tyla. I think I get decent ones. I didn't love the full length album, but she gave me multiple hits. I don't think I need a hit record if you're going to give me 4 songs. Or something at least that's gonna go for you to make because if you're gonna drop it has to be a thing. I think there was other issues that I take with this. I think it should have been whenever Tyla drops it, just feel like a moment.
Yeah, I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because I still feel like developing artists, right? And like I said, we have Water, which is a big record. She has Push to Start and she has Jump, which are gold records at this point. I don't really get the argument that she doesn't have hit records. Does she have records as massive as that one record? No. But I'm saying, developing artists, I don't know why the expectation is every single time you drop, you have a hit record.
Because she did that.
I don't think any other artist is really held to that standard.
No, I agree with what you said. Mm-hmm. She gave us Water. Mm-hmm. Then she dropped the project and gave us Jump. Mm-hmm. Then she dropped the deluxe and gave us Push to Start. Mm-hmm. And no one was talking shit. Mm-hmm. She did good with all those records. I'll stand by all those records. There's not one of them on this 4-pack.
I think you made a good point when you talked about the push a little bit. I do think there should have been a bigger push for a WizKid record. I didn't know that was coming out.
You know what I mean? Like,
I was surprised by that, and that should have been. I think.
Is there a music video?
I don't think so.
Like,
Do you know?
Have they been on stage together? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think the in real life shit has happened. There is a music video. I don't think all that other stuff has happened, and I think that's probably part of the problem with this promotion and rollout. It's just more there's not things happening around it to signal an era.
Touching on
that's
this,
really what's going on, because the whole idea of like we want to party and all that stuff, I don't think it's really been even built out to the extent that it should have.
I saw that and I fucked with it because I thought that was a great way to control and wrangle that narrative after her getting carried out or whatever.
What?
When she was like drunk in Brazil, right? And she was getting like carried out of the party, and then she posted the picture of the same shit happening to Beyonce. And then I don't know, is that when the Instagram launched? I kind of assumed that's when this narrative got wrangled into the like we want a party thing.
But that's the thing. You're seeing it now after that.
Yeah.
But it was already done. So it's like, I think these things are like rolling out and need to roll out better. But what I will say is, I don't know. Like, I see what you're saying, Miles. I feel like narrative and all that, like you said, it will be erased with a hit. I don't really know why people are like, oh, Tyla's down right now. Because at the end of the day, super successful artist and like,
grand scheme of things, of course.
But
I want Tyla to step into that superstar thing, and she needs the songs to do that. Moving off her, and like we'll stay on this quickly. I think Mariah the Scientist is another person in the same space. There needs to be a big post-album push. There needs to be something to like kind of really push her to that next level. I listened to the album. I think that it sounds really, really good. I think Mariah could make some shit shake in this R&B space, but she needs motion after this. But I would definitely pay attention to her. The best album that came out, Earl Sweatshirt, Live, Laugh, Love.
Yep.
If you've known, I think either of us for the last couple of years, I think we've been two of the most vocal Earl Sweatshirt supporters.
Yeah,
in
for sure.
media, for sure.
For sure.
I think that if you dive into his music and really, really just appreciate the fact that it is going to be different, it is going to be left of center, but if you actually listen to the subject matter he's talking about, especially across all of these last, I think, 3 albums, like it feels positive. It feels like someone who's approaching life not angry, not trying to tell you something, but just like very observant. And someone who was obviously blessed to have a lot of money and been a lot of places. So I think he does have a bit of wisdom. Obviously, he's older than us. He's 31 now. But this album is my favorite thing that I've heard all year. The easiest thing that I've listened to 12 times. I've heard this thing in full probably.
Yeah.
Super short listen. I would say, again, like if someone told me they hated this and never want to play it again, totally get you. Like this is not for everyone. It is still Earl Sweatshirt on that real rap shit. But I would at least just implore people to listen to him and like at least understand what he's talking about, even if you don't love the music.
Yeah, to me, this feels like a culmination of everything that he's been on since he dropped some rap songs. You know what I mean? I do think he's been building this sound specifically in the new era with Sick in 2020. And was that 2020? I feel like so. Sick.
Yeah.
And then Void DR.
Yeah.
Void Dire.
Yeah.
I never know how to say that. Is that a French
Void
word?
Dire, yeah.
Void Dire.
The
Alchemist
I
Project.
You.
Anyway, I feel like this is everything that he's been working on put together perfectly.
Yeah.
The best that he's been able to put it together his whole career. Because I think some rap songs, the production was incredible. The off the wall instrumentals, fire. But like I wanted more rapping on that project.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, this sounds like some of that production to me, but like wrangled in a little bit, and just with some of his, what you said, most positive, most uplifting subject matter, and a really easy listen.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been inspired by some of his children in the game, specifically Mavi.
I mean, yeah, I don't even think that he's like taking it all the way. Like, I think he's getting taught by them. Like, I don't even know if they're children in the game. Like, I think Earl adopted a sound that Mike created, right? Like, I think Mike was the first one to really do this kind of sleepier sounding rap over these type of beats and the way that he approaches these songs. And I think that Earl just picked up on the style and just mastered it.
Yeah.
Because he's so good at it, you know? But like, I don't even know. Yeah, I think this is their sound completely. Mavi's also from that camp a little bit, but
don't you feel like they were probably both pretty inspired by Earl at the start though? And now it's kind of like you kind of see where the influence switches.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like it was more like Earl just saw them showing love because like everyone was inspired by Earl in our future. So I guess that is probably true. You know what I mean? If you were probably their age coming up, like, and you like rap shit, you probably like the Earl shit. And like, yeah, you're right.
What's your favorite song on the project?
I like the Static Crisco back to back.
Yeah.
is probably the most like high energy. Like if I wanted to play something for people and be like, wow, I like this, that would be that song. I love the closer, Exhausted, right?
Yeah.
Or Exhaust. That shit is incredible.
I really love the intro. What is that? Golden State versus Sac or whatever. I don't know. Do you know who's talking at the end of that track?
Nah.
I love everything that's being said on that track.
Yeah.
I think that is such a great tone setter for where we're going with this project.
And it's one of those things too that like I'm still not even at the stage where I'm picking out songs all the way yet.
Oh,
Like,
I'm running the whole thing.
Yeah, like it's so easy to play it front to back. Really, like I don't know. It got me excited to get a little older too. I watched the interview with Popcast. Shout out to them. That was I guess kind of shout out to them. But Earl was mostly the star of that show. And watching him kind of speak on everything and talk about where he's at in life, it was cool to see someone have such good perspective and still be relatively young. Like he's 31 and like, I don't know, like it got me excited to just move on to the other things in life. Like he made being like a dad and like chilling out and like he has a wife now, like all seem like very cool and exciting. He's very down to earth.
Yeah.
So shout out Earl, bro.
Damn, that got you excited to be old?
Yeah.
I feel like that's your biggest fear in life is turning 30.
I've always said that I'm going to be lit as an old person. I think that I'm just going to be an old nigga that admits I'm old. I think it's funny when niggas don't want to admit they're old.
I think you're like 30 now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I embody that already. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a lit 40-year-old, bro.
I think so too. I think my taste and interest personally lends itself to me peaking in my late 30s, early 40s. I've learned that about myself lately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna definitely be like a grumpy old man. And that's going to be super fun for me. Because like, who's going to tell me not to be? But
Can we talk about another good album?
I wanted to talk about a bad one, but yeah.
I want to talk about Starline.
Oh, so we're talking about the same album.
Oh, shit. Chance the Rapper, a couple weeks ago, his long-awaited comeback after the big day, 5-year hiatus. No. 7-year hiatus. He's been doing everything but rapping in the last 7 years.
Yep.
Judging The Voice, getting married, getting divorced, catching ass at Carnival, doing everything.
All the things.
And now we have Starline. How did you feel about it?
Did
you listen to it? Did you listen to it? Did you ever actually listen to it?
I played songs. I played them. I've heard basically every song.
I guess we'll open with some positivity. To me, I think it was a really great comeback for Chance. Because listening to this back to back with The Big Day, they're not even close. This is like a really respectable body of work that I can get through. You know what I'm saying? It's not my favorite album of the year, but there are some really incredible songs that I think are probably top 10, top 15 in Chance's discography, which I find impressive. I really, really love the Letters record on the back end of it. I love the closer. No More Old Men is super fire. I think some of his best work is on Starline. Now, there were some songs that I didn't like. You know what I mean? That took me out of the album a little bit. But upon a revisit, when I'm listening to this alone in my headphones, they weren't as bad as I thought they were. To be completely honest, I don't think any of the songs really like sucked like that. And overall, I think it's a really impressive return to form for Chance. And it's really good to see.
Osei, what do you think of
Man,
Starline?
I just, you know what? I am happy that Spencer is very passionate about this project, but I don't think we could talk about artists like that, bro. I think we have to admit when artists are delivering bodies of work that are just like really underperforming or maybe just past their prime. You know what I mean? Because I think that with Starline, what I got out of Chance were 2 or 3 good songs that I liked, where he's being reflective about what's going on in the city, about growth, about like all the stuff he would talk about, social, like community service and stuff like that. Like I feel like when I get that type of Chance and that reflective stuff, it reminds me of the old Chance. And I kind of like that he's talking about it from a grown perspective rather than like his younger self who was just seeing these through like a very like depressed, like drugged out, like mind frame. But I just don't feel like this music belongs in 2025, bro. I feel like this is Obama era music, to be honest. To be honest, like when I heard this in my headphones, I was just like, man, I really wish I could listen to Acid Rap again for the first time. Cause that really connected with me and made me feel seen as like a young person. You feel what I'm saying? I think Starline, there's a bunch of misses. I feel like he tried to get a few like club records. I don't think Baby Chief do it. Respect to him. I don't think he should be on this project at all. Like I just don't really.
He's showing love.
I wish I could have been at that studio session.
I don't know why Chance didn't grab maybe some of the artists we talk about when it comes to like Earl and shit.
He should have got a J. Cole feature.
Oof, no,
that would have
definitely
been,
not.
I think that would have been great.
Why not grab like I don't know if this is Why not grab like Mavi? Why not grab Mike? Like, why not grab people like that that are being reflective and shit?
I would love Mavi.
Where's
or Mike
Sampha
too.
at? Where's really, I know that there's beef, but where's No Name? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't really understand what this was supposed to do for me from Chance. I didn't need this personally.
I have so many thoughts, so many ways I could talk about this. I've waffled back and forth because obviously I know that we're going to be on mics.
Yeah.
So like whenever I know I'm going to get up here, I really got to think about how I want to represent myself when this is like my final say that the world is going to see. So I think I've chosen the high road with this Chance the Rapper album.
Okay.
I think that I have to look at this the same way we look at Earl Sweatshirt, in that we love that. We speak so passionately about it. To us, it's this amazing music. There's people who feel like that about this Chance the Rapper album.
Yeah.
They will never, ever, 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 ever get the aux in my car or play music wherever I'm at. I would never be at the function that they're throwing, but there are thousands, millions of people who this album is tailor-made for. I think them niggas love J. Cole. I think them niggas also love the JIT album, which I love. So there is a little bit of crossover. And there's moments on this album where I see that.
Yeah.
There's moments on this album where I enjoy that. I think Chance the Rapper is an amazing first rapper to fall in love with. I think when you're 13, 14, 15, teenage age, and like you're just getting into the genre and understanding all this shit, and you hear an acid rap, a 10-day, all this stuff, that's like great technical rapping, fun, depth to it though. Like you can actually think about some stuff. I think that Chance has always had a bit of radicalism in him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when he was younger, it was like, I see these issues in the world, like we should fight against the power, not with solutions really. And I think this album is much more solution oriented because he's obviously grown and understands more about the systems and things. But like,
It's a little bit solution oriented, but it's not like he's like preaching.
a little bit, I don't think it's preaching.
It's more of a critique.
I agree. I think it just comes to more of a, when I say solution oriented, I feel like they're more complete thoughts.
Yeah.
It's more like, this is the issue. I'm going to explain the issue to a point. And I think you can take something away from it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just that the system's fucked up. And I can appreciate that about this album. I think this is a very educational album, all that shit. For me personally, at 25 years old, I feel like I've just grown out of this sound and this type of music. But I would also be stupid to say that there's not a place for it. You know?
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel because I think it's totally fair to say you're not going to put this on. I'm not going to put most of this on. But I listened to his whole discography on my run today. And so I was comparing this directly to the earlier works. You know what I'm saying? And while those are more fun and I still like those more, I'm like, you could say that this is the best he's ever rapped. From a technical standpoint, like you could say this is the most skillfully he has ever put the pen to the paper.
Okay, so I said everything, so my preface is on mics. I pray everyone has seen that, right? So like, yeah, but like we can be honest about this now though. Ain't nobody trying to hit away that this nigga was rapping. Ever, bro. This nigga,
You might not, bro.
bro.
You don't.
I want to at
There
least
are people
explain
for
to
this.
niggas. I am allowed to now talk about why I fucking hate this shit, though. I can say why this shit is fucking whack to put in my headphones, though, now. Because, again, all place for all the other bullshit that I just said, right? Bro, this nigga is on ABC 1, 2, 3 type timing sometimes. Like, it's just very, like, there's no, like, fun, exciting shit with the way that this nigga's rapping, bro. It's slam poetry ass shit, bro.
Talent show
and, like,
ass music,
it's,
bro.
like, this would be so fire in the Disney Channel movie, bro.
It's
like,
not.
there's a reason why I say this shit is good for 13, 14-year-olds, bro. A little nigga's gonna be like, oh my God, this is so fucking crazy. I've heard Young Thug, bro. This nigga not rapping like Young Thug.
He's not.
It's not as cool. It's not as fly to hear in my headphones. I'm so sorry. Just on a sonic level, bro. These beats is mad. Like it sounds like
He's not trying to
like,
be. He's not trying to be cool or fly, bro.
It sounds
That's
like
the difference.
40-year-old nigga music though. Like
Okay,
this is like,
and there are 40-year-olds.
But I'm not that, bro.
That's fine,
bro. But I'm not trying.
But you don't have to say it fucking sucks,
bro. It don't fucking.
But you're not saying it's good.
Like why are you?
I am saying it's good.
Do you think the Chance the Rapper album is good?
Yes.
Nah, because
would you listen to the Chance the Rapper album weekly?
No.
Once a week?
No.
So how is that a good album?
I think there's a bunch of good albums that I don't choose to play.
No. Would you play it once a month?
I probably will never go back and listen to this.
I know you're never gonna go back and
I
listen to
will
this fucking
probably,
shit,
bro.
bro.
I will probably not. I listened
Nah,
today,
bro.
and I probably will never go back and listen to this whole album again.
bro. I'm good off that, bro. I'm so
It's
good
crazy.
off that. I'm sorry, bro. Like again, like Chance, you be doing the thing with the raps and the shit, and like I'm like, you know, Joe Budden niggas love that shit, bro. Joe Budden and them niggas been talking about that for like 3 straight episodes, bro.
Yeah, they love this project.
Niggas won't shut up about that bitch, bro.
Damn.
Like, you know that them your niggas, bro.
But what are they saying? Because I like No More Old Men and The Negro Problem.
Bro, they're old
they
men.
talking about those two?
They're old men.
No. But I'm saying, are they talking? But like,
yes,
what are they
they love
talking
those
about?
2 songs. Yes, they love those 2 songs.
But those are the only 2 songs they're talking about.
No,
No,
they
they
talking
love
about
the whole
album.
record.
Oh,
They
wow.
talking about the whole record, but those are the 2 that they highlight, bro. Because these is 40 plus 50-year-old damn near niggas, bro.
Well, then I'm actually happy for Chance because I do feel like he's going outside and being received well by his peers.
But my thing is this: for where Chance is at in his career, his peers are supposed to be Kendrick Lamar and Drake and them niggas. Whereas now he's getting compared to if Nas or like one of them niggas drop an album. You know what I mean? If Ghostface Killer drops an album, like that's his clientele now. Them niggas.
Is it? I never even felt like he ever belonged in those categories.
He doesn't. But I'm saying old niggas will like his music.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I
You
see what
know,
you're saying.
old rap fans, older black people, my mom, my dad, like even like old people who aren't fans of rap music, who don't like overly explicit stuff, like they'll love this album, bro. Like this is for like old people. But shout out to Chance the Rapper, I guess.
He went from like woke music to like 5%er music. That's what we're on right now.
Yeah, this nigga damn near. Now he's not a 5%er, but he wanna be.
Yeah.
He like a wannabe 5%er. I'm like, I want to hear real 5%er raps.
Yeah.
Like if you gonna do it, be Most Def with it. Put a kufi on. Like let's really go.
Yeah.
This nigga playing with it, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you really gonna be a 5%er, get Jay Elect on the album. Let's go. Let's really talk about the problem.
He is, yeah,
he is.
I was about to say.
You didn't listen to it, bro.
I was a little confused because I was like, I think I did
I'm
hear a
crying.
Jay Electronica feature.
No, Jay Electronica
He's at
on
the
the
end,
album.
right? The last track.
Nah, I gotta hear. This is a 5% album. That's fire. And
Wait.
Spencer's a 5%er though. Can we get Spencer in a kufi? Talking about the Chance the Rapper album.
Wait,
When you
Wait.
edit, you gotta put a kufi.
I'm trying to go viral low key, so we should do that.
Wait, what is a 5%er, guys?
It's like the Muslim, like dude who walks up to you, like I don't know, like what's good, my brother. It's like what's the mathematics for the day type niggas. I don't even know how to explain it.
Okay.
Like yeah, just funny. Malcolm would understand. Shout out Malcolm from the stream. What else happened in music?
I'm
What else happened in
seeing
music?
Southside prioritizes loyalty to Young Thug over working with Gunna. Shouts out loyalty though.
Oh man, Lord, man.
Yo,
Hey, make the slaps, bro. I'm tired of hearing niggas talk, bro.
I've seen so much Southside on my feed in the
Hey,
last
bro.
week and a half, bro. What is going on? Is he dropping a project?
I think maybe he
don't
did an
matter,
interview
bro.
or something. I don't know.
But I do fuck
He
with
did
that.
like 5 interviews.
Bro, before we get into like all the other shit, we do gotta just say, bro, like I don't want to hear niggas talk no more. I think that that's fire about this era of music and the era.
Wait, you don't
want
want
to
to hear anybody talk?
No. Like I don't want to hear niggas just talk about like all the extra shit, like when they're not dropping music. Like I don't want to hear people in the news with no new record out. Like I'm cool if you're talking, but at least have music to go back to something. Like if you ain't dropped records in a couple minutes, but I always just see you popped up, posted on a blog, bro. Like at a point, bro, like we've gotten so much great music this year. Like it really feels like put up or shut up.
I mean,
or
you
just,
basically
stop
like
talking.
Boosie at that point. You know, you're just on the blogs.
Damn near, bro. Hey,
But also,
Boosie badass record.
yo, if anybody wants to come fuck with us, you don't need an album out.
Oh, come talk to us, bro.
We'll still take you.
All the niggas
yo,
that we've been talking to been dropping music
That's true.
or is
Yo.
putting shit out.
That's true.
Southside, if you want to air some shit out, right here. In this
I'll
living room
talk to you.
Right here in my
I'll
new
talk to you.
apartment.
Let's do it.
Hey,
Let's do
someone
it.
who not dropping fire music, Dijon, bro. Let's talk about it, bro.
Damn.
Oh, say you post
That's
that shit on your Instagram story?
Were you the one?
that's
were you the one? Oh no, I guess Spencer made the list. You know what? I listened to the Dijon project and like I see what y'all are saying. I just thought it was confusing. You know what I mean? I don't think it was bad. I was just like, I don't think I even understand what he's saying. half the time.
Well, not y'all, because I think that shit's fire.
Okay.
I think that shit's
I'm
super
not
fire.
here to say it's bad. I think it's like it sounds experimental to me. I don't know. Is it?
That's
not?
the goal, right?
I mean, it's just a new
You feel like it's
sound.
too experimental?
That's
Okay.
all we're trying to do. You know, I like experimental shit.
Okay.
So Dijon dropped his second album. It's called Baby.
You've seen it on everyone's Instagram story.
I didn't post it.
Go to your favorite
By the way.
hipster. You know they love it. Ask anyone who you know who wears cuff pants. Ask anyone who you know who wears Birkenstocks. Ask who else?
Why you-
Flannels is a pretty good bet.
Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta box him in like this?
If you Silver Lake,
What's wrong with the Silver Lake people?
Definitely Silver Lake.
Shout out to
It's
all of
definitely
them,
Silver
bro.
Lake music.
Shout out to all of them, bro.
But
Like,
hey, this is good music, bro.
But what
This is really good music
Go
that
ahead.
is also, this is not just like high quality music like the Chance album, but this is something that I've played every single day since it's come out and I'm gonna continue to play.
I think this. Again, I'm learning context, bro. I'm learning context. Like I'm not gonna turn up without providing something. I think Dijon is enormously talented. I think Dijon does have the ability to make great songs. I think Dijon is an amazing writer and an amazing producer. I think that his music deserves praise and should be in like the cultural zeitgeist, but I don't think it should be talked about as the greatest thing in the world. Because if we're talking about other niggas as developing artists or whatever, this is like what, his second full-length body of work. I don't think he's a finished product at all. And this music sounds like a very unfinished product. It sounds like really cool ideas to me.
And that's why we love it. That's why we love it, bro. This is the most like emotionally raw music that I've heard since Frank Ocean.
But a lot of people
that
don't,
is why I fucking love it.
But I think that it got cool. And that's what I'm saying. Don't mention him next to Frank Ocean. Don't do that.
I will.
But
There's
don't do
very,
that. But that's
very
not,
few people.
But then so play the records back to back. That's what fucks with me and really gets me fucking tight about niggas who talk about this shit, because I think that he's super talented, bro. Play a Frank Ocean song next to a Dijon song. They're not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah, Frank smokes him.
Bro,
Frank smokes him.
No. But go to Nostalgia Ultra, Frank's earliest shit. Go to that nigga feature verses, bro. Dijon has never put together a song the same way Frank Ocean has put together a song ever. They're not even in the same stratosphere, bro.
Well,
this nigga is a Frank Ocean baby.
Yeah, for sure.
That's his son. That's his child. That's
Without
his
a
seed.
doubt. Without a doubt. But there's nobody making this kind of music that is this emotional right now. I have no replacement.
Yeah, there is.
Who?
There's mad niggas that's about, bro. Summer Walker is mad emotional on her music.
Dog, it's
Kali
so
Uchis be
different.
mad
It's
emotional
so
on her
different.
music.
It's so
What's it
different.
not
I'm talking
emotion?
about. I'm talking about the rawness
fuck with
of
me.
Blonde, bro.
Fuck with me.
I'm talking about
Fuck with me.
like the
Fuck with me.
strip back
Cool.
demo feeling that makes you go like
no. So strip back demo feeling or emotion? What are we talking about? Let's keep it consistent.
Both. The way that Dijon communicates rawness,
Let me attack both
raw
points.
emotion.
Let me attack both points.
What?
Emotional.
Yeah.
The Chance the Rapper album is emotional.
What?
It is. It is. Emotions is. Listen to what I'm saying.
All of them talk it out.
I think emotion is such a vague term that you can use to describe music, and I think it's a cop-out. When you say this shit is so emotional, this shit is so raw, those things don't mean anything to me.
Okay.
I don't really get that. Like, I get that, like, it can't be the only reason. If you're gonna say those things, that's cool, but I need way more depth. But when it just stops at it's so emotional and raw, that sounds underdeveloped. That sounds like really dope ideas, someone who has a lot of potential, but hasn't put it all the way together. When did we start praising raw? Pause. But like, whenever you talk about that in terms of like prospects, or you talk about unfinished product with a high ceiling and like a low floor.
Yeah.
That low floor is a real thing. And it feels like with certain musicians, they are putting this, they get put in this echelon where we never talk about the fact that they could be at their floor. Where we see the potential with them so much, but they haven't proven anything. They just get anointed this because someone tells us to.
No, nobody told me this. Nobody told me to like this. I've been fucking with Dijon for a long time. Nobody told me to like
Bro,
this.
niggas have been telling us to
off,
like him since Absolutely. That's the first
and I was
project.
fucking with him before Absolutely. From the first
Alright,
EP, bro.
bro.
Rock and roll.
Alright, bro.
Rock and roll,
Alright,
2020. But what I will say, bro, is I have a big problem with the way a lot of music is sounding right now. I think it's far overproduced. I'm kind of tired of most R&B that's coming out right now. It's not for me. I didn't like the Mariah the Scientist album. I didn't really love the Giveon album like that. It's great music, but to me, this is too done up, too perfect.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I like the way Dijon makes music.
I don't think that my issue was with the people who don't like the Summers or the Giveons or the Mariahs or whatever. I think it's the people that are underappreciating other all R&B acts that I think are making better music than
Who?
Dijon. The Greek album is better than this.
It's close. The Greek album is phenomenal.
The Greek album is light years better than this to me.
Greek does a similar thing to Dijon, in my opinion. I think Greek is a great
And that's
comparison.
what pisses me off.
But Miles, I do feel like you're skipping over the point, which I'm sure many viewers know, but Dijon was all over the Justin Bieber album. That's why he's having this moment. So
Right.
like
No.
you're
Right.
you're comparing him to Greek, who hasn't had the same moment.
No, because my issue comes with before this. Because this hype, and I felt this way about Dijon since the first project. I think that is how he's always been perceived. Because even with that one, we know the press. And we know how people were talking about that last album.
Yeah.
Like it was, again, that hipster cool thing to like when it came out.
Well, you don't need to just keep calling it that. You could just say it was a great album.
Nah, because I think that is the driver of all of this. I think that if you want to be cool niche music person, you like Dijon. It's become more of a personality thing.
But isn't that good for him? Or are you just mad because you don't like the music and you
I
feel like
think that-
people are praising it too much?
And bro, just because there's one bucket of people that likes that album doesn't mean that they only like that album because they want to be that. If you want to be cool, like timeless R&B head, you like the Giveon album. So everybody that likes the Giveon album is trying to be this R&B fan. Why?
I disagree.
What's the difference?
I think that the Giveon album is in its lane better than the Dijon album.
Definitely. Yes.
In its lane, I don't know anything. The Greek album is close, but they're at the top of their lane. And I am only familiar with Dijon's lane. You can speak better to Giveon's lane. And
Daniel Caesar.
When the new album comes out, maybe, but it's been years.
I'm just like, it hasn't been years.
Yeah, it's 2023.
That's 2 years.
Multiple years.
All right. But don't act like you've been away for a minute.
I'm just saying there's nobody this year.
He just headlined last year.
Greek is close. He didn't headline. Greek is close. But you haven't given me another name of somebody active dropping music. Different lane, different world.
Nah, they're in the same world. Leon Thomas smokes Dijon.
Okay. A couple things. Leon Thomas, I think, has been making music way longer, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Dijon's still a new developing artist.
But niggas don't talk about him like that.
I'm kind of on your side where I'm just like, I don't like the project and I've heard it spoken of very highly and I don't get it. But I'm not of the mind frame that because I don't like it, that is not good. Because he did write all over the Justin Bieber album and he did like have a whole different cultural shift on that project. Like I feel like that project's not sounding like that.
I think Dijon is a better writer and producer than he is artist.
So I'm like, all right, so I fuck with I feel like the demo style is like a new alternative R&B pop thing that's going on right now.
Steve Lacy started it. These are all like Steve Lacy, Frank Davis.
Okay, yeah, but obviously, Steve, you're also.
I'm not mad at that. Gemini Reds is one of my favorite albums of the 2020s.
I agree with you. My only problem with your argument is that you are naming artists that have been in the game way longer than him and are way more experienced and way bigger. I feel like you need to compare him to developing artists. I think the Greek argument is good.
I think Dijon has been in the industry for a while, even if he hasn't been dropping music. I
just don't know why it's a knock to be a Steve Lacy, Frank Ocean baby. To me, those are two of the most talented artists that we've seen across any genre in the last 20 years.
For sure.
So somebody that is taking cues from them and doing it really well and inspiring a similar feeling and emotion, like I don't know why that's such a bad thing to be inspired by them.
What's the record that I need to listen to again?
I think Yamaha's the one that has traction. To me, I really like Another Baby. I really like Another Baby and Higher. But Yamaha's the one that's moving.
2020 was the first Dijon record, right?
I think 2019.
2019. Leon Thomas's first album was, I think, 2018. So they've been around for the same amount of time.
Interesting.
I just think that there's people that are making better music that don't get the same notoriety as him.
I like both of Dijon's albums better than Mutt.
Damn. That's a statement I would definitely disagree with. But, but that's just taste, I feel like. Is it taste? No, Leon's better, bro.
It's just
Leon Thomas is a better artist.
But what we're saying,
I don't want to do that though.
And what I'm saying is this, right? At the end of the day, what I say again doesn't fucking matter. I'm on a microphone just talking shit. Like Dijon is enormously talented. I hope that he has an amazing career, all that shit. And I think he is good for music. And the narrative that he's pushing is good.
You get in the studio with him if he calls?
What?
You get in the studio with him if he calls?
Yeah. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have no beef with that. I think that my issue is just I do feel the obligation to say that he's not on the way there yet. I want to pump the brakes. I think that's what I'm doing.
Well, have you considered that he doesn't make music for you?
No, because I like the lane of music that he's in. That's what I'm saying.
Do you?
I think I like his contemporary.
Him and mk.gee opened for Bon Iver. That's like the comp. I don't think you listen to Bon Iver. I don't think you listen to I don't think it's all R&B.
But we said, okay. Then if you
what is it? It's pop music, right?
To me, I can't describe it because to me it's new. I think the closest thing I could tell you is like indie R&B, indie folk R&B.
I think I know music. I think I know music. And I think I listen to a lot of music. And
I don't think you listen to music like this.
No, I do.
Okay.
I do. Even if it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to say that I don't like it as much. And I don't love it as much.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Cool. But I think that I can objectively talk about music and know music enough to be like, yo, this is not as good as the shit in its lane. That I don't even like, because I can appreciate it.
The only one you gave me was Greek. And I think this is a better project, but it's close.
What are the other people in this lane then?
You tell me. You're the one that
has
all these comps.
No, but you listen, so then tell me.
Wouldn't it be like
what music? Because they say that if I don't listen to it, then you do listen to it, right?
And what I'm telling you is he's not really in a lane. So
who are
he's
the people
in a lane of his own. Like you said, a lot of the people.
Bro. So I know the people that I think that he's around, and I like those niggas. Sampha.
I don't think that's the same,
Bro,
But you're right.
I think these are people who are making music that is good, that is in the same critical space as him. I think Dijon gets a lot of critical acclaim.
Okay.
I'm putting him against the other artists with 2 albums out that are artistic, niche, critical acclaim people.
Okay.
That's the conversation I think he's in across any genre. You know what I mean? That's the vibe that he's in, that artsy shit. And I think, because I don't think any of them you want to put into a specific genre.
Yeah.
And I think compared to all of them, be it Blood Orange, be it fucking
Blood Orange is
Sampha,
not on his second album.
but just people in his fucking lane.
Yeah.
He's not holding a candle to any of them. Or if you go back to Blood Orange's second album, different levels. There's different levels to this shit. Right or wrong?
Back to Blood Orange's second album. Yeah, I'll take what album was that? Oh, I think that was what was it called? Cupid Deluxe, or it was Cupid Deluxe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cupid Deluxe is my favorite Blood Orange album.
You know what I mean?
That album's
Like,
better.
It's just like Franco, like, you know, the people that he's getting compared to, even if you go to their early shit, like I just feel like he's underdeveloped to them. I don't know. Shout out to him though. He makes decent music. Maybe I'll like it in the future. I'm gonna keep giving it listens. And I
That's
think
all
that
you can do.
And I think the
Shout out
best thing,
Dijon for
and I think
sure.
the best thing is that at least it makes me feel something. So he is doing something right with there. I don't want that to be lost on anybody.
Just keep trying. You'll get it one day.
You know, and that's what I'm saying. Niggas want to say that.
You'll get it one
That's
day.
the exact vibe of niggas that listen to Dijon.
Yeah, one day
That's
it'll
the
click.
exact vibe of niggas that listen to Dijon that I'm trying to
but
communicate.
one day it'll click.
I'm not even mad at it. I
You
think
know.
that's a fire fan base to have, bro. They're gonna ride for you. Like, that's
Pretentious
great.
people. And he
No.
makes pretentious music.
I'm saying that's a very engaged.
That's all I'll
fan
say.
base.
And I'll end it
That's
on that.
fire.
It feels very pretentious.
How do you feel about McGee now?
I can respect that because I see the technical ability.
Because I think this was a conversation we had about McGee for about 6 months.
But I understand it because you explained it to me and I listen.
So
That's
you-
what I don't want to be lost on people. What you explained about why you like McGee
Yeah.
moved me to be like, even though it's not my favorite, I get it.
Yeah,
Niggas
and-
have not been able to give me a good explanation about Dijon.
Okay. You didn't. I just don't know if you were listening to me, but all right.
Nah, your explanation was whack, bro. But whatever. We'll move on past it. Is that it for new music? Anything else? Anything else on your hearts or minds? Let's say, what has anything moved you recently musically?
Man, I ain't been listening to none of this, bro. You
didn't listen to Offset?
I've
What are
been
you
listening
listening
to Low Shimmy, Gunna, and Lil Tyler, man. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag, bro.
Lil Tyler.
Yes. He dropped that Florida Boy tape. It's pretty fucking good, bro. I can't lie.
I want to give a quick shout out to the new Nourished by Time album.
Yeah.
That's one that I was really waiting on since his first record last year, and I think he absolutely delivered. He's out of the UK, makes really cool alt dance, alt R&B music. I think he leaned a lot more into his dance influences on this record, and that's a great listen. So if you're looking for something kind of off the wall out of the UK, definitely spin Nourished by Time.
Ooh, talking about some off the wall shit. Lil Nas X. How we feeling, man?
He's all the way off the wall.
How we feeling, man?
Bro, what happened? Please explain.
I think Lil Nas X is not a cautionary tale. Well, he is a cautionary tale, but he's not the first one. And I want to say just prayers to Lil Nas X. You hope that everything is okay with him mentally, that he's safe and in a good place, because I don't think that I think that he stumbled upon success so quickly and seemed like a really nice person, but also maybe a bit like naive, you know, and just kind of very optimistic or whatever. And he gets Old Town Road, which I think catapulted him into a whole new stratosphere of fame that very, very few people could even comprehend. And if you don't know what happened to him, he was recently seen walking the streets of LA at like 4 a.m. wearing nothing but briefs and some boots. And like niggas was recording him, and he was just, you know, clearly it seemed like he was off something or just in the midst of like maybe like a mental episode. But I don't know, like so many people get this fame, get this money, get all this attention and aren't ready for it mentally, aren't ready for what it's going to do to their social life and the effects that it's going to have on that level. And I think the expectation is for everyone to know how to deal with it perfectly and know how to move through it with grace and like it's super easy when it's just simply not. And he's also like a young person. Like, I don't think that nigga over 30. So all of us could definitely relate to the fact that we're still figuring shit out. And we don't even have like all the crazy things put in front of us that he had. He probably saw some things. And then on a much like lesser scale, obviously, you know, like the nigga was just like, I don't know, bro. I feel like musically, like he was really trying to find himself. And like the last couple records obviously weren't doing what they were supposed to do all the way. And I think that messes with artists. And I think that we live in a time when everyone is so focused on numbers and how you're doing and why haven't I heard from you. We were just talking about it with Tyla, like that pressure that we put on artists to like make every record be the one when they're seen as these hit makers. And I'm part of the problem. If you heard my whole rant, like that's not realistic. That's the point you're coming from, you know, let these people make good music. So I don't know. I feel bad for him.
I love when you get in your like empathetic bag. Like your whole like tone just switches, and then you get very like, yo, prayers up, da da da. Like, you know, I was wrong before about the point that I made because this is actually what's really happening. I love it
because I know the right thing to say. I just don't care about saying it all the time.
Okay.
I mean, I think you're the first person that when I've talked to this about has taken that angle. Because I have been hearing something else, and I think it's kind of a cautionary tale, like you said, or almost like The Boy Who Cried Wolf, about when you do a little bit too much for promotion, when you lean too far into shock value. Because the conversation I've had with a bunch of people is like, yo, you think this is promo or not? You know what I'm saying? Because he's done such wild shit that I don't know. I saw that video, and part of me was like, oh, there's probably a song coming out tomorrow. And then nothing happened. So, like, of course, prayers up, you know what I mean? And I hope it was promo, so there's nothing serious going on.
Yeah, but that's more of a reflection on the world. I don't even think that's a reflection on him. Like, if you saw that video to me, and maybe I'm gullible, maybe I could get gotten, this is all promo, but like you can't see that and think that nigga's doing, that's a stunt.
Bro,
he looked crazy.
Oh, wow. Yeah. No, this video is crazy.
Bro, also, that nigga looked crazy.
I had to type in Lil Nas X leak on Twitter to get that one, so.
And I don't know, like, the way that he was just talking seemed like someone who was manic. And then to me personally, like just seeing his online presence, it feels like someone who was definitely like almost crying for help. And I think that, you know, you need a community of people. You need like real friends, real family, people that you can rely on that aren't just with you for money and shit. So
I hope he's all right, because I hope he's all right because he's a person and he deserves to be all right. But also, he low-key walked so BigXthaPlug could run.
Damn.
You see what he's doing with his new album?
Damn. I mean, I fuck with what he's been saying in the promo about it, but I haven't. The new album is out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you listen to it? I haven't heard it yet.
I clicked around.
Okay.
It's not for me, but it's gonna get crazy play, crazy sales, crazy sync like he's never done before. These are like big, expensive country records with who's who in country right now all over the album, you know?
The only comp I have to him in the modern day is like what DaBaby could have been if he wasn't a psychopath who liked to hit people and do crazy things. Because the pop rap thing at that point and like the radio appeal that DaBaby had, BigXthaPlug has now with like the country scene and the way that wave has gone.
Yeah.
So like, this is obviously, like I saw the features and everything like that. He is the biggest stars in country music on that. That's a genre that's already huge, but I think is growing now more than ever. Like, he's out of here.
Yeah, and it sounds good. Like, I will say, normally when I've heard like country hip hop crossover music, it sounds like really terrible and like I can't even sit through it. But BigXthaPlug does it more tastefully and better than I've heard anyone do it thus far.
Yeah, he's making radio smashes.
Yeah.
I would imagine. Like I clicked through it too, and I didn't really love it because I do feel like it was like super like commercial, super pop, like rap, or I guess like country rap, but just commercialized and packaged. But I see exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? That dude is about to be one of the richest people on the planet, bro. I think he's on the way to being a billionaire right now.
Yeah. Oh,
he figured it out early, bro.
I get the vibe that he's very smart. I just like, I wish I could be so honest.
You can be.
Yeah, bro, you on the mic. Come on.
But it's just not like.
Shout out Big X though.
I don't want to tear down or speak negatively about a black person getting money in this time doing all that. So I'm not gonna, but like,
but why would you though?
I mean, I just again, like,
he's literally doing
because again, I said all the shit. I prefaced everything. A nigga get money, the shit's gonna go crazy. All of that again.
You just don't like the music.
Yeah.
Though. Oh, so that's fine. You can just say you don't like the music then.
Yeah,
but right,
I have passionate feelings about the music.
You don't like the music,
but you
or
just
you don't
need
like
a hit, right? Tyler just needs a hit, right? Big X got about 6 of them on there.
Yeah, come on.
So
man.
you can't be mad at him. Stand on one side.
Nah, because that's his genre. I don't think BigXthaPlug will ever be my favorite music. Tyler could be.
Okay.
Like the best BigXthaPlug song is still not going to be for me. And that's not because he's not super talented, all the things. I just don't like that music. Like I'm not into country rap.
You never even liked him when he was just rapping,
Exactly.
which is why I can respect this.
I like moments like when he was just rapping. When he
I was
just
playing
rapping,
him when he was just rapping, and you were not fucking with it.
But I'm saying like no. But I'm saying like when he was just rapping, he could like BigXthaPlug has potential to make a song I like. He hasn't done it, but he could.
But you also haven't listened
Because he's Maxo Creamish.
Maxo Cream is fire.
I love Maxo Cream. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think he has the potential to be great. Like I could like him.
They've made music together, and I see what you're saying, but I don't think that they're like the same type of artist.
I think they're literally just both from Texas and kind of fat. I don't think
No,
they
the
sound
deep voice,
at
the deep
all
voice,
the same.
the deep voice.
Yeah, but the whole flow couldn't be more different.
Okay, so something interesting that I've been seeing during this rollout, which I think speaks to my point about like super commercial records, is that he had an interview where he was talking about his song, I think it's called The Largest,
yeah.
and he said he didn't write it, his man's did.
I love that.
And I'm saying,
I love that shit.
I'm saying that BigXthaPlug is a talented artist, but I think he's always kind of known that he wants to go in this like more commercial, big record lane. He knew that so early on that his biggest song is not even written by him, and he admits that. So I'm more just like, I see that, and I'm like, I see a businessman rather than someone that's trying to be like the best pen in the game or whatever.
100%.
You're on the same page. I that's why I said
and that's
what
what I'm
I
saying.
said.
Shout out to him because he sees the game and he's like, I'm here to make some money.
I'm on the same page as you. I see
And
everything you're saying.
Not for nothing, he's doing these numbers on United Masters.
Yeah, bro, this nigga is getting
so
to a
stupid,
bag.
bro.
But also, I
going
don't.
so stupid.
I want to really like that's what I've loved the most from all this. Seeing the thing about The Largest, because I think a lot of people need to take from that in every genre, bro. Like it is not about having to do everything. It's not about having to write the record. And more than anything, a lot of you rap niggas cannot do choruses, cannot do hooks. Like that's just not your bag. Like, so if you don't even want to have someone write the whole thing, just write that. Like, cause repeating the same thing over and over again, like there's a reason why like Quavo should never miss. Like Quavo has this type of potential if he's working with the right writers. You know what I mean? To like, he could just drop undeniable hits. Like when you have this like unique sound, and like, you know what, does what I'm saying make sense or no?
No, you got to go back there.
I think that Quavo is in that BigXthaPlug lane where like something about their voice and their flow and their delivery is just super infectious with people. I think Sway Lee's another one where like these people with the right writers are like unstoppable rap hit makers because you could put them on pop hooks, you could put them on country hooks, like you could just kind of blend them with other genres. So I think these people, when they figure out the hook game or their pen game, like to be on a commercial level, rather than trying to do the rapidy rap shit or the street shit or whatever shit, that's when they could really explode and go to the next level.
I wonder how much those other artists you mentioned actually have people write their records. Because I do feel like a lot of them punch in.
I believe Sway Lee probably works with writers and is able to get writers to do these hooks with him, but I don't know. I think all of them probably do to an extent. Maybe now.
So do you think there's an expiration date on this run for BigXthaPlug? Because I do think what you're saying, you kind of likened them to two artists where I feel like their time has kind of passed when it comes to this big superstar, big record thing.
I think
they could always catch him. I don't know.
I think BigXthaPlug mastered it because he crossed over. BigXthaPlug already crossed over.
Oh yeah,
he's already
early.
I think BigXthaPlug has the potential to be one of the biggest rappers like ever. Like if he really continues to, because why would it end? You know,
I don't see it ending. And I like that it wasn't like, to me, this doesn't feel like a country sellout. Like, oh, I see like the way that music sounds right now.
Yeah,
so I'm
I
gonna
think
go
this
do
is
this.
really him.
I do too, because I think the first Big X song I ever heard was Texas.
Yeah.
Right, which is like already what he's doing now. You know what I mean? Like he's always been him. So
I don't want. Again, I'm not the biggest fan of the music, but him as a person, I'm down for. I've seen interviews. Like I do enjoy when he speaks. Like that's cool, nigga.
Yeah,
but yeah. Music just not for me all the way. I'm not
That's
the
fair.
biggest country guy. What else has happened? Michael Porter Jr. You need to get off microphones. I want to shout out to you.
Gotta stay on the mic.
I want to shout out to you though for the content.
Nah, stay on the mic, bro. You speak your truth.
Yo, to be rich in the NBA for probably 8+ years, you have to get detached from society a little bit.
Yeah.
And just like the regular people understanding of things. So the shit that this nigga is saying, I could tell when he says it, he doesn't think he's crazy. He's like, this makes perfect sense. Michael Porter Jr. has been on mics talking about his brother going to jail for gambling, talking about how, you know, because he's a really religious guy. That's the thing that everyone has to understand too. Like if you don't know Michael Porter Jr. lore, like he's like Bible verses on everything as the caption. Like that's his bag, right? So we saying, you know, like
Religious people are so funny.
I think it's the people who go out of their way to like tell you and impose it on you, and like the people who will just say it and then like it's not necessarily reflected in their actions or how they treat people all the way.
Yeah.
Like I think MPJ is talking about like his brother who obviously had the gambling suspension for playing in the NBA and betting on games and doing all this shit. He's like, you know, my brother's vice has always been gambling. So I think, you know, that wasn't my problem. So God has blessed me with an enormous amount of money. Like my vice has always been women. My brother never had that issue. It's like right now you on mic saying my brother is broke and in jail with a gambling problem and got no bitches. That's your brother and you saying that on mics. Crazy. This nigga get another interview with, or I think it was the Nelk Boys. He's saying, yeah, man, sometimes when I'm just with a shawty, like, you know, like I just put on that Andrew Tate just to kind of check their temperature, see how they're thinking about things.
That is something Osei would do.
I was gonna say that's Osei bag a little bit, not to the Andrew Tate, but you would just put on a safe place podcast.
You put on Dr. Umar to check
This
the
nigga
temperature.
would put on Umar.
Whoa, what's wrong with that?
I feel like you've done that.
I have done that. So Andrew Tate,
With a white woman though.
I just don't. I don't align. You know, with most of what he says. So that's not the one. But like, yeah, that shit's funny though.
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta challenge like the room.
No.
Like what we really doing?
Osei loves to challenge the room.
gotta
That is
challenge
one
the
thing I've
room.
learned.
My thing is
For
like,
sure.
if you want to talk about that, why would you not just say something?
Nah,
Or
because
talk
you-
about it. Why do you have to like try to plant this? That's a
because
manipulator move.
No. Because you see how we use like videos and like viral things to talk about on the podcast. They're discussion starters.
Now let's really
You know
talk.
what I mean?
Let's really talk because now you're talking to like I think I'm a professional gaslighter.
Okay.
Manipulator. I think I have all of those tendencies.
Okay.
I think the whole problem with other niggas who are cut from that cloth is you can't let it be obvious that you're that. I think that this nigga is like trying to do these things, but he's just making it too obvious.
Oh, you don't
bro.
think it's a joke? I thought it was all a joke.
I think this nigga is dead ass, bro.
Oh, damn.
This nigga is dead fucking.
That's pretty funny if he's actually serious.
No,
because I thought he was just joking
There
around.
is no cap in this nigga raps, bro. He's
wow.
really crazy. This is a wild nigga, bro.
I mean, but do you ever do that to an extent, like with your girlfriend?
Gaslight?
No. Like test the room, test her a little bit. Because I've been doing that, but not nearly to the level
Nah, you got
of
to.
Andrew Tate. But sometimes we're riding in the car, I might put on some West Side Gun. Sometimes I might play the Joe Budden podcast on the TV. I just need to see if she catches a little head nod or if we're gonna talk about this. You know what I mean? Like, let me bring you into my world and see what you think about it. Let me be honest and transparent with you of what I actually like for a second.
Bro, you gotta share your taste and opinions with your significant other, bro. You have to do that,
I
bro.
agree.
Otherwise, what you doing?
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just sharing at that point. I'm just watching a podcast. I'm just listening to a song. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do that shit, but like, I don't do that with a thought process. Now, I do things to annoy her. Like, I'm like, you're gonna hate this song. I'm gonna play this really loud, annoying Playboi Carti song just to see what reaction you'll get.
Yeah, same thing.
'Cause
Same
that's
thing.
funny. You know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. It's not like, it's not always a conversation starter. It's more just to get a reaction. I think that's my bag, you know? I think that I will more do that. I might do that with like my friends more. Like, I'll just do something to like, you know, just like, what do you guys think about this?
But
What
see,
do
you
think?
can't ask. You can't ask.
No,
'Cause
no,
then it
no, you
ruins.
don't ask, but I'm
you
just
have
saying-
to just put it on.
I'm saying in my head, I'm thinking like, what does this person think about
Got
this?
you,
Like,
got
I wanna
you,
know
got
what
you.
to say. I don't do this. I'm gonna definitely do that with Osei more.
What?
Just like I'm gonna start just playing random shit, like random like podcast clips around you. Just
You
to
already
see
do.
what you say. I know you.
You blast the Joe Budden podcast every single morning.
I do
I hear,
that.
I hear it every morning
do that.
involuntarily.
I
Yo,
do
the way
that.
this dude walks around his living space just with the podcast, does he still do that?
Yes.
Yeah, just like from room to room. Like I could be in the room with him, but we're just watching a podcast out loud off his phone. We're not watching, he is. I'm hearing it. I was always like, so that was something new to me. I'd never experienced somebody like that.
I want to share.
Who does that?
Let's have a conversation about
That's
it.
crazy.
Let's have a
That's
conversation.
actually crazy.
I want to share with people.
My boy, what's his name? Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
He's doing God's work right now. Come on, that's a religious man.
But me playing
That's a
my
man of God.
podcast out loud is the problem.
You just want to hear Joe yell.
Nah, bro.
I think all the worst people I know are like self-proclaimed men of God.
Ooh.
I think there's
Okay.
something about like really outwardly, openly Christian men. Like, and I'm not talking about anyone that's like,
I know what
like
you
a
mean.
Christian man, but somebody that's so loud about how Christian they are. Those be the slimiest ones. I
think
can't
that
lie
it's-
to you.
I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think that that's in every religion. I think
Probably. I'm just
I think
most
I know
familiar.
I think it's just people who again put themselves on a pedestal because they feel like their way of life. Because like I could say that about people who are vegan. I could say that about people who work out all the time, you know? It's just people who are doing their life thing and are like, look at me doing life how I think is right. I'm better than you, and you should think like me and do what I do.
I think go ahead. Oh, no, go ahead.
Is that how you feel about me when I post my runs?
Not at all.
Okay, cool.
I'm serious. Because like I don't think you are annoying about it. I think there's niggas who are annoying about it.
Okay, I do feel you.
I have friends who are annoying about it.
I think
you see the person who I know who like does it, who like posts all the time and is like, look at what I'm doing the right way. Like you should be more like me. Tone, I don't know.
I think trying to impose your lifestyle on anyone else is mad annoying. But I think what Spencer is trying to say, or at least my interpretation of what he's trying to say, is like anybody that's trying to impose their values on you and be like, look at me, I'm so good, like you should also be like this, is usually not a great person.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're just looking for validation.
Exactly.
Cornballs. Someone who always looking for validation. Drake is linked back up with Bobbi Althoff.
Are they gonna date
Forever.
Are they gonna date or what?
Shout out Bobbi for ending the podcast. Got her up out of here.
But she started a new one.
No, she didn't.
No, that's what this is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he the first guest?
Yeah. So this is basically her starting her new podcast, Not This Again. And Drake is the first guest.
Oh, that sucks.
But no, the
Bobbi Althoff sucks.
The last one went viral though.
Nah,
So
Bobbi
like,
Althoff.
So it's probably gonna go viral again.
This does suck.
Bobbi
I can't
Althoff
confirm
sucks.
this does suck.
Nah, man.
Drake sitting down with Bobbi Althoff before someone who's gonna ask him real questions sucks. It all is
Drake don't want to talk about nothing real.
but Drake can. Drake, that Iceman album better have slaps, bro. Like that Iceman album better have hitters, because if it don't, like the moves is crazy. And again, you can't make nobody do nothing or talk to people you want or have the conversations or thought processes you want. But at this point, you have not sat with any black creator recently. And that at the root of the problem bothers me, because the whole call out was that you're not for the culture. And I think it would be too obvious to go and do that musically with your collaborations, but at least sit down and have a conversation with someone who's going to ask you real questions about the culture and like give you the forum to actually talk about why you're a part of this, you know?
I get it now.
What?
Iceman, Snow Bunny Man.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
God.
no,
Nigga chasing
going.
snow bunnies, bro. Like,
that's really what's going on.
What are we going to get from the Bobbi Althoff interview besides maybe a couple funny clips? Like, she going to ask us some goofy questions.
Drake really is signaling, isn't he?
Yeah,
Said, oh, y'all didn't appreciate me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Honestly. He's appealing to the whites. Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy.
You should have
the
called
whites.
the Africa Man. Damn.
Africa Man is crazy.
Africa Man would have been so
That nigga really left us, bro. Drake,
that's what it
come
looks
back,
like. But
bro.
I wonder, I mean, all of Drake's moves are like conscious, but I do wonder how much of it is like, oh, I'm moving with this strategy, and part of it is more just like moving in spite. You know, I feel like it might be moving in spite and like leaning toward people that he knows are easily gonna accept him.
You know, maybe this is like, you know how Chance has the Negro problem? Maybe this is like the light skin problem. And like this nigga really 50-50. And like he been feeding black audiences and black fans for his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
That's only 50% of him. He's just as much white as he is black. Maybe now it's time to, you know, go over to the Caucasus Mountains a little bit.
The Caucasus Mountains.
Is that not where the Caucasian people come from?
Wow. I didn't even know that about my people.
I didn't know it either. I made that. It could be cap. I don't know.
The Caucasus Mountains?
I bet you it's real. But that's where he at right now. That's where the Iceman stay.
Wow.
And find the snow buddies. That's where the Bobbi Althoff interview finna be. That's dead just Toronto. But yeah, Drake, that's, you know, maybe he's being true to what he's feeling in the moment. I guess I can't critique it too much because I don't care.
We need Drake on this podcast.
We would ask Drake great questions.
You know what I'm saying? Like
we would ask Drake elite questions.
And
Such good questions.
I think we're like young enough where I feel like he wouldn't feel uncomfortable. You feel me? Like he wants to talk to the youth. So talk to the youth.
Young enough so where he.
Yeah, no, that's his bag though.
Oh no,
Drake, come on the Industry Plants podcast.
The funniest thing, last thing on this. So he cut ties with Steak and all that shit, and like he left a bunch of messages in Aiden Ross's chat while he was saying like he hates Steak, and I just want to read a couple of them if that's okay with you. Drake, Steak. It was really funny because he was using a lot of Toronto lingo. Oh, yeah, he said, "Fuck this goof," talking about Eddie from Steak. He says, He said, if steak is the Warriors, I am Steph Curry. We win chips for the last how many years? The owners get rich as fuck and make us run suicides after practice still, eat granola bars for meals, and take the Greyhound bus to games. Fucking Goofinos.
Goofinos is kind of fire.
And then he starts mentioning people who I don't know personally, but he says, fucking Dijon, but like B with multiple E's, is on a boat with DiCaprio tripping on Ket wearing on running shoes and the worst shades known to man. So I don't know who Bijan is, but he's getting them. And then he tells Aiden, you are the Jordan, I am Steph.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
So there we go. He said, fuck them, they want to smoke with OVO, so it's up.
He's crashing out.
But why does Drake sign 360s? I don't get it.
Ooh, Drake in the 360s.
Because like I feel like he does that and then he gets mad at the person for like literally honoring their deal.
We've seen it so many times.
Shouts out, shouts out Joe. I guess we could close in the Drake conversation in this a little bit, but he's talking about he was recently just talking about Drake and the whole thing, and like I think the big issue with this is that he wants to own his masters. That could be at the root of all of this. I think that Young Money sold their catalog to Universal, and that was something where it's like all of Drake's music went with that, and that wasn't necessarily his decision. He's like, yo, y'all didn't even give me the opportunity to buy my own masters before you sold it to them. Sell everything else, but at least let me cop my shit. He didn't even have that opportunity. Around that time might have been when the fracture started with Universal, because now he's in a deal with them. They own his masters, As someone who's searching for independence, it feels like there's no way he's going to get out of this. So he's kind of trying to fight back and going at getting his masters back in a militant way and an aggressive way, in a very direct way, rather than like how they mentioned Taylor Swift, who was like very like apologetic about it and was trying to do it and found other ways, like re-releasing albums, like and all that shit. So I don't know. This whole Drake thing, all the moves, it's clear that there's just a lot of bigger issues at play. I'm just like, drop good music, bro.
360s are bad.
It's
predatory business is bad, but Drake looks a little crazy when he came out talking about his $300 million deal or whatever with Universal all over the internet when he signed that. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was very happy at that moment to be with them. You know what I mean? Like,
hey,
read your contract.
That advance was hitting.
That advance hit crazy, boy.
For sure, bro.
He was living in Turks crazy, man. But I don't know. Is there anything else in you guys' hearts or minds that you really want to talk about? I went to a WNBA game. That was fire.
Cool.
So
you went to the Page game, didn't you?
Yeah, dropped a little 43 piece.
Yeah, she was
That
balling.
shit was tough. Fuck is a Caitlin Clark. Hey, fuck is a Caitlin Clark. You ain't on shit, bro. Been out the league for damn near the whole season, bro. Niggas ain't talking about you no more. Hey, bro. What they said, Chrysler looks like a phantom till a phantom pull up, bro. Nah, out of here, bro. You old news, gang. Step to the side. Shout out Paige. PB.
Iceman.
No cap. No cap. Yeah, that's all I give a fuck about. Jahmyr Gibbs, have a good season. If you're watching, I know you're not.
if Jahmyr Gibbs was watching the Industry Plans podcast,
an hour in, have a great season, man. I got $200 on you having a great season. All right. Do y'all have anything to say?
No, but I'm glad fantasy football is back as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
I don't know if our viewers give a fuck about that, but I think I had a great draft. My league is sleeping on me. I have Puka and Nico, 2 potential top 5 wide receivers, and then I could go Calvin Ridley. I could go Rashee Rice. I literally have the best receiving core you possibly could. But I don't know if our viewers care about all that.
Yeah. We should make a bet who has a better season.
Receiving core?
Nah, just
overall
season.
points.
I think my team's better.
Your team. Oh, yeah. I think your team. Who's your team again? Actually, we're not doing this on camera.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll say anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here.
Man, shout out to other industry plants.
Fuck them.
You know what I mean?
Fuck the other industry plants.
I love to see like other young black, you know what I'm saying, professionals do their thing.
I don't.
But you never getting that username though.
Y'all niggas suck.
You never getting that username though.
Hey,
never getting
bro.
that username, man. Shout out to real industry plants right here. You feel me?
All the options gonna fail. Taking all your chains, snatching all your followers. You guys will never be nothing. Y'all niggas suck.
Damn.
And you ugly as shit.
Damn.
Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yep.
Fuck with us on Patreon too. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.